I read about these people who are rappers. And I was thinking, maybe I should do a rapper thing, make a few $1,000,000. It can't be that hard. And so I thought, how would I do that? The Donald is the president. And then you go on to another line from there. Protecting all the residents. So I got to start, right? Then I get to something like, the swamp is the evil crowd. And where do I go from there? So anyway, I decided I was never intended to be a rapper. I can remember in the 8th grade, I went out for our play, a little 2-room school, 40 kids, and we had a Christmas play. And I went out for it. My voice was changing, and they made sure I had a non-singing part. I was a shepherd, I might add, with really scrawny shepherd with bony legs, wearing a bathrobe and a thing tied around my head. But anyway, I get carried with telling the story, and so being carried away with that, it brings back a lot of memories, which triggers more, and I ramble on and on. So I'll leave this little introduction by itself right here, except to make a political commentary about all the crap that's being circulated by the D's. You know Biden is a liar. I mean, that we have him caught in the lies. And he puts out an ad here a day or two ago by somebody who owns a bar and how they're going to go bankrupt. Turns out the guy, in fact, isn't the bar owner, that he's a prominent D supporter who's made a lot of money in investing. And so we're supposed to have sympathy for Biden and the Democratic cause because this guy's getting rich while he lies to the American people in support of Biden and is supported by Biden and put forward by Biden. Go figure. Some of you, that's what you want for a president. You somehow seem to think that that is better. You seem to think, some of you seem to think that in this process, the situation with Biden and Ukraine or with China is okay. You don't care that Biden, as a vice president, not as a president, sold America out and gave away millions of your tax dollars in support of terrorists. None of that really matters to you. The only thing that matters to you is your hatred of Trump, who has worked hard to protect our borders, substantially increased our national worth, has upgraded our economic situation substantially in spite of the pandemic, which more and more light is being shed on that, and it's becoming more and more obvious that the pandemic is more of a political thing than anything else. I was going to shut up right here, say goodbye. I'm going to add one more thing. A few weeks ago, I went through some health issues and lost the taste. All of the classic symptoms, almost all the classic symptoms for having the corona. I recused myself from society, kept the grandkids away, stayed out in my little room, and hid. I got through it, and it was pretty tough. And I'm led to believe, based on the evidentiary facts of the things I had to wrestle with and deal with, that I had the CV-19. And from then until now, it's been a slow but steady recovery. And I'm still recovering. but everything's going fine. So I think of the situation I'm in, 3 heart attacks, diabetes, other internal problems, the list goes on, and my age, and believe it or not, I may not look it, but I got a good start into my 70s. The bottom line on this whole thing is I survived it. And it's caused me to look at the CDC numbers and to work those numbers, I might add with the help of one of my sons, to come to realize that most of what we're tied up in is politics. It's not the pandemic. I think about Portland, being from Oregon most of my life, and the crap that's going on there. And they let those people run the streets and run wild, wreck millions of dollars worth of infrastructure, seriously hurt people, kill people. They don't stop them. Instead, what they say we're going to do is we're going to defund the police. And if anyone looks at the statistics on that, they'd see how crazy that really is. But it's the political rage right now, and we'll see if we get through it. The bottom line is, I turned to Tom Hanks in Forrest Gump, a couple of his lines that were made famous, or perhaps infamous, I don't know. But stupid is as stupid does. And stupid fixes stupid. Immediately my mind goes back to a couple years ago when some stupid man over on the East Coast for the 4th of July tied a rocket launcher on his head because he was going to launch a rocket, and he did. And it broke his neck bones and killed him. Stupid fix stupid in that case. That's a warning to all of us. I rambled on. I enjoyed it. I hope you have the remainder of your week's a great week. We're a week and a half away from, a little over a week and a half away from the tallying of the vote. And that brings me to one more thing, but I'll save it for another video. For now, have a great day.